The government has just announced new healthy targets for supermarkets. We think that's a really good idea. Here's why. What we eat is a major driver of disease and ill health in this country. The majority of people are now living with excess weight, and obesity rates have doubled since the 1990s. Nothing about our genetics or willpower has changed since then. What's changed is our food environment, the food that's marketed, promoted, sold to us. And it doesn't have to be this way. Surprisingly, the change needed isn't actually that big. To halve obesity rates in the UK would require just a reduction of about 220 calories per day. That's about 8.5%. It's really not a lot. Generally, people's consumption fluctuates by more than that each day, and they don't really notice. The tricky thing is it has to be sustained basically forever. So, where do supermarkets come in? Well, the 11 biggest retailers account for the vast majority of food that we eat in the country, well over 80%, so it makes sense to focus our attention there first. This policy would set minimum standards for health of what supermarkets sell. The idea is that these would be a little bit better than current performance, and so they should be eminently achievable. This isn't about moving from crisps to carrots. This isn't about telling people what to eat. This is about incentivizing businesses so that these many small changes can happen across the basket over months and years. But isn't healthy food inherently more expensive? Won't this push up prices? Well, when Nesta looked into this, we found that wasn't the case. There were many ways of hitting this target without changing the overall revenue for supermarkets or the cost to consumers. What we're talking about here is loads of small changes to make food healthier, not making big changes that might have cost implications. Supermarkets would have total flexibility about how to do this. It uses a metric that they already have to calculate for a bunch of regulations, and they'd have many years to make this happen. Okay, so a bunch of food gets a little bit healthier, so what? Well, we've looked at this, and this could have a huge impact on national health. We're talking about 3 million people moving to a healthier weight, and we're talking about a societal value of about £17 billion. That's absolutely huge. And yeah, there's a lot more work to do to work out the details of this, but we're really excited about it. Read more on our blog at nesta.org.uk.